Have you ever fallen victim to a sunset clause by a developer? So just in a quick summary, a sunset clause basically gives a time period for a developer to complete, be it an off-the-plan apartment project, townhouses, or for a land to be registered or council approved in order for you to build on that house. Legislation I know over the years have come in place to hold developers more accountable to sunset clauses, but it is just not enough. Time and time again, I have seen, for example, in Brisbane, where there were a block of townhouses that were sold, say for example, $300,000 each at the start of COVID. And 2 years later, as we know, that the Brisbane market shot up and nearly doubled in value. The developers short course and gave a reason as to why they're going to terminate those contracts because of the sunset clause. And such, they were legally terminated, only for our buyers to find out that the following day, those townhouses were online on realestate.com.au for nearly $200,000 more than what the original buyer paid for. Is that fair to the buyer? I mean, shouldn't they be awarded or shouldn't they be compensated in some way or form for a developer's action to make a profit just because a buyer got in at the right time? Isn't that the whole point of investing? These buyers get penalized for taking action into buying a property and getting $0 return on the capital gains. How is that fair? So my advice until legislation has really changed and holding developers accountable is that if you're buying into an apartment block or a block of townhouses or even a land that you're going to potentially build into the future that's not council approved, that you may want to be buying from developers that are extremely reputable and don't have a history of doing these types of tactics in the past to other buyers. I think for government and legislators, I believe this short course approach where developers just have to give a reason in order to terminate the sunset clause and return the money back to the buyers and then later resell for a profit, I just think it's not good enough. I believe this needs to go to court, or be it the Supreme Court, and if they want to terminate the contract, they need to show far more details as to why the project has been delayed, and then only allowing maybe a Supreme Court judge to allow that termination to happen so that it is being properly looked at, and so that then people can have a reason, okay, this is the reason I'm not able to proceed with this property purchase or complete it because there has been a legitimate delay, as opposed to a developer using it to take advantage of in order to legally sell for a higher price.